What's going on, everybody? Today we're doing another Final Fantasy video about Feast, and it's going to be a very special one. I was sitting in queue today, and I remembered, hey, I recorded a qualifier match for Feast to qualify for the next rank, and I decided, you know what, I should post that up so that people who want to know how they work can get a good view and see what's going on. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into that. So, as it shows on the screen, this is the final promotion qualifier that I have available in order to go to the next rank, which for me is silver. I'm bronze and I'm trying to get to silver. So, naturally, the first thing I do is use my macro to make my weapon glow, because that's what you need for PvP. It's all about the style. We're sitting in the gates and we're having a little bit of conversation. By conversation, I mean just me typing yo 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 over and over again and hitting some emotes. That's pretty much how that goes for me. And not getting very much response out of anybody. But you know, I'm having fun. That's what matters. I let them know that it's my qualifier match, and I don't know if they're as hyped as I am, but I'm pretty hyped. As can be seen by my glowing weapon. See, the hype shows in the spear. The tank at this point was telling the healer to pick a stance, which she had forgotten. She actually even used Aspected Helios without any buffs on it, so it kind of just sat there before she put on a stance. She didn't even like retry. She just kind of we were like, okay, whatever. So I grabbed both of the buffs at the beginning because Sinclair let me have both of them. Normally I let the ranged DPS grab both because I like to usually take the damage immediately so that I can get my death out of the way and drop my metal so they'll stop focusing me, and I can try to get them back later. I like to play the long game here. First thing I do is try to go after this Dragoon. Since I have the damage buff and the defense buff, I can get right in there without worrying too much. Me and Sinclair are both dropping lots of damage on this guy, but their healer is keeping up perfectly fine. They're not even phased wise. But to be fair, I probably should have used internal release and blood for blood a little bit more. I thought we'd be able to handle it without it, and I was like deep into the fray. I didn't really want to like pop blood for blood. I was playing a little bit scared. So yeah, the healer is definitely keeping up with the damage we're putting out with no problems at all. And Sinclair goes down, so that happens, and the Dragoon goes after the box, but we had already done enough damage to it so that when it drops for me. So we have control over the adrenaline right now, which is a good thing. Remember, guys and girls, definitely have control of that adrenaline box, because if you lose control of that against a good team, you pretty much have lost the match. So they're going after Sinclair again, and we're putting damage on the Dragoon again, but the healer's over there not being harassed, so he's able to keep up very easily. Sinclair goes down again because of Lazy Bow, because Lazy Bow drops some really good damage. Whenever I'm in a match with him, he normally puts some good damage out, so shout outs to him. So I'm running away. I'm thinking like, hey, look, maybe if I can get to my healer, I'll get some heals out and I'll be fine. And she's standing right over there, and I get nothing. And I drop. I lose my medals, and that sucks. Most importantly, I lost my buffs, which is the worst part. So the healer goes down again, and or for the first time I think actually, and I wait for her to rest before I jump down there because it's a death wish to jump down there without any heals. So I'm thinking, okay, we got our healers back. We got our healer back. I'm gonna go see if I can chase down one of these guys. I go after the guy with always go after the one mark, which I should have been doing, but I instead go for the adrenaline because, like I said, you always want to control that adrenaline. So I grab the adrenaline. The paladin covers me because I'm taking quite a bit of damage, and I take the advantage to go, or take advantage of the situation and go after the Dragoon. Again, their healer is being unharassed, so he's keeping up, but we do eventually take him down, as you saw. And I immediately go after the 1 again, which happens to be the Astrologian, and I'm setting up for the limit break, and they pop attunement. The damage gets completely ignored, and I'm feeling pretty dumb right now, a little bit salty because they just nullified my entire limit break. And I try to back off because I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm trying to run. I run back and try to grab the adrenaline. I'm taking a lot of damage myself. And I get back on the 1, who is the machinist this time. And we go down. Mostly because our healer died, so that's unfortunate, but it happens. When the healer died, I should have ran back and prepared. So again, I respawn, go straight for the 1. You know, me and Sinclair are both dropping lots of damage on him. The healer's topping him off, keeping him nice and safe, and we're just going to keep wailing away on him and see if we can take him out. And there we go. Sinclair gets that kill, even though I thought that was mine because of the mercy stroke, but you know, you win some, you lose some. A kill's a kill. So now the Astrologian is running back towards our base, so we decide to go after this person. Sinclair limit breaks them, they take a lot of damage, and I try to finish him off. But I get him just low enough and he doesn't die. And Sinclair finishes him off again. So really, shout outs to Sinclair for the carry in this match. I'm going for the adrenaline, because if it's up, I should be going after it. The only reason you should not be going after it is if you're bursting down another player to try and get the medals. But if it's up and you're not bursting, go for the adrenaline. So the adrenaline breaks and it's not ours, so they get it, and that's unfortunate for us because that means I don't have limit break. But on the flip side, my adrenaline is almost full anyway, so I'll have limit break pretty soon. Our tank goes down, which is a big problem, something that nobody expected. I'm taking a lot of damage. There's not much I can do about it. Both of my heals are on cooldown. I'm trying to like backpedal to get away, and they kill me, and I go down. And at this point, the team is sort of falling apart. We're a little bit angry at each other and a little bit at the healer, specifically because I feel like in that situation I shouldn't have been that hard to heal. I don't have that many medals, and she obviously wasn't healing the tank, so we were unsure what was going on. Come to find out, this healer is only using their instant cast heals, and I don't mean like your what is it, essential dignity. We're talking aspected benefic over and over again. That's it. So we're a little bit salty right now. We're we're being a little bit rude to her, not gonna lie, but it happens. It's PvP, and you know, when you put any sort of matchmaking together with players who are not all that well prepared for it, this is what's going to happen. So I jump up here to go after some kills, you know, try to get my backflip out of here. You know, we get a kill and it works out. Now we're focusing down Lazy Bow real quick. There we go. My limit break is ready. I'm prepared to go nuts on somebody. But we see the tank over here. The game's almost over, and I pop my limit break hoping this will be enough, and it turns out that it's not. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is a failed qualifier, and my promotion was indeed denied. So with that, I'll say thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, folks.